NFL preseason Friday night, August the 14th. There are three NFL preseason games Friday night. I'm going to give you all three games, free plays and analysis right here, right now. Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV. And if you're liking these free NFL preseason videos, all I ask is a quick thumbs up, like, and click that hype button as well on your mobile device, and I will keep them coming each and every day this NFL preseason. All right, three games tonight. All three go at 7 o'clock Eastern. Couple of them on national TV. We'll look at those two in a moment, but let's start with the non-national TV game at 7 Eastern. First game of the betting rotation, the Miami Dolphins at, not my Washington Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. And Dan Quinn does not take the preseason seriously, and boy, is that an understatement. In fact, Quinn has one of the worst preseason records in the history of the NFL. He is now 6-21 straight up over his years as a head coach. He, of course, was with Atlanta. He's been with Washington recently. 5-22 against the spread. This is a guy that does not take the preseason serious. And if you look at his metrics, it's even more so. In fact, the reason you can tell he's not taking it serious, he has very little like pre-motion snap, defensive efforts. In fact, the team on average has only about 12.5% motion on their pre-offensive snaps in the preseason during his coaching career. That's an amazing statistic, which shows how vanilla their game plans are. And this is a situation also where you know Jaden Daniels isn't going to get injured. Marcus Mariota, yes, a veteran backup as well. So the majority of the game, the entire game, probably is going to be Sam Hartman from Notre Dame and then Kalakalamakanias. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, two quarterbacks we can barely name in this rotation here for a coach that does not care. So the only way I would attack this game is with the Miami Dolphins. And they should be somewhat focused as well with the new head coach. 10 new head coaches, I believe, this NFL preseason. So it's a big number to keep track of. But in general, rule of thumb, new head coaches usually want to start a winning culture early on. And this is obviously a winning game against a program with Dan Quinn that does not care about winning. And I do think Miami, first game under Jeff Hafley, will make some effort in this one. And they also probably have the better quarterback rotation as well. Malik Willis might not go, but Quinn Ewers, plenty of experience. And then also Cam Miller coming in, I think has an edge in the second half. So here, Miami Dolphins minus the 3.5 would be the way I attack this game at 7 Eastern. All right, your next two games are both on national TV. We'll look at your NFL Network game at 7 o'clock Eastern. Tampa Bay at the New York Jets in the Meadowlands. And this is one of the biggest lines of the week. Jets are -6. And I see the reason why the number is big, but I think it's a little bit inflated, and we'll dig into this. First of all, Salou is no longer the Jets head coach, and keep in mind their incredible 10-2 record with him for 4 seasons was because he took this preseason seriously. Aaron Glenn is now in his second year. Not sure he'll be taking this game as serious as you might expect. And then also Tampa Bay, while on the surface doesn't look like they have a great quarterback rotation, they do have something to play for here, and I think they're going to have a lot of continuity because the first two quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield, will not play, and Jake Browning is listed as doubtful, which means Connor Baslick and Jalen Daniels, not Jaden Daniels, Jalen Daniels, will get the heavy lifting in this game, and I think they might perform a little bit better than expected. In fact, Connor Baslick last year played for Tampa Bay in the preseason and played extremely well. He didn't play in the regular season, but he had some really good action in the preseason. Overall, they went 2-1 last year in Bo's first season. They won the first 2 games, including the first game by 22 points. He was 6 for 9 in that game. Then he was 14 for 18 in the second game and 12 for 19 in the third game. QB ratings over 91 in both the second and third games when Baslak saw extended action. And I do think he'll do the heavy lifting in this game. So a little bit of an under-the-radar situation here for Tampa Bay with the quarterback situation. And meanwhile, you might expect the Jets to have the edge at home, making more of an effort in this game. Bowles, second-year head coach, as I mentioned. But I don't think that's necessarily going to be the case in this one. And I think Tampa has Todd Bowles, Tampa coach, his second year, not second year, 5th year with Tampa. That's something I want to pull up. He's had a decent preseason track record. Jets is Aaron Glenn, second-year head coach. Not sure he'll care as much here in the second season as maybe he did in the first season. And also the Jets quarterback rotation on paper, maybe it looks better to the average viewer, but it's going to be basically the second half is going to be Brady Cook and Bailey Zapp. Geno Smith not expected to go, which means Cade Klubnik could get the start, and he'll probably go extended minutes. He's the rookie from Clemson, the 4th-round pick, but a lot of uncertainty there. You've got a guy making his first NFL start ever that might play the majority of this game before Brady Cook or Bailey Zapp get in there. I actually like the Tampa experience here in the backup role, even though it's a no-name, and we're getting 6 points on top of that. This line looks too inflated to me, and I don't think the Jets should be this big of a favorite. I would lean Tampa Bay +6 at 7 Eastern on NFL Network. All right, your other national TV game, also at 7 Eastern, is Denver at Atlanta. And this is your ESPN national TV game on Friday night. And this line was also Denver -6 about a day ago, but it started to drop here on Thursday afternoon. We saw it drop all the way down to 4. Even some 3.5 started to show. Some money's coming in on Atlanta. And I think part of the reason is maybe because Denver is not going to take this game as serious as everybody thought. The reason the Broncos were a 6-point favorite earlier this week is because Sean Payton has had an incredible preseason record the last few years with the Denver Broncos. But if you go back to all of his other head coaching stops, he's only been about a 500 preseason guy. In fact, before a couple years ago, he was below 500 career in the NFL preseason. Then lo and behold, he started taking things seriously about 2 years ago, and he does enter on a 7-game win streak here this preseason, the last couple years in Denver. But I'm not going to read too much into that. In fact, he lost his first 2 games with Denver back in 2023, and he has now won 7 straight, as I mentioned. But I don't think he's necessarily taking the preseason that serious. And this is a road game with a new head coach for Atlanta who could be taking the game serious. Now, Kevin Stefanski is obviously not a rookie head coach. He had the last 5 seasons at Cleveland. So he does have experience in the NFL preseason. For that reason, maybe he's not going to take it quite as seriously as you would expect. But if you look back at his rookie year in Cleveland in 2021, he did have a perfect 3-0 sweep that year. And I think that's an indication of what we might see this season with his first year in Atlanta. In fact, he went 3-0 in that rookie year, and then he went 1-2, 1-2, 0-3, and then finally 2-1 last year, and he was kind of on the hot seat, I guess. I think he comes out with some motivation in this one at home. I don't see a big difference in this game between the overall matchups and lineups. I do think Denver, the better team overall, but how much their key guys are going to play is a huge question mark. I think Atlanta actually might play some starters and play their guys a little bit deeper in this game, especially at home. Penix Jr. is not expected to play, but hey, Tua Tagovailoa is the backup quarterback, a good NFL veteran quarterback and a mobile quarterback, which is something we love, as you know, in the NFL preseason. And then you've got Cooper Rush after that as a third stringer on the roster, 2 NFL starters. Now, the question mark here becomes Jack Strand. He's the rookie quarterback. He'll probably play the whole second half and the majority of this game. He's a Division II quarterback, but he was a really good Division II quarterback, and he's athletic. So that's the X factor here, and that's why Denver probably was initially a 6-point favorite earlier this week, because he had Peyton's 7-game win streak against an Atlanta team that might be playing a Division II quarterback the majority of the second half. But before that, you've got Tagovailoa and Cooper Rush, 2 NFL starters. So I'll take my chances with them earlier in the game. Maybe they'll go a little bit longer. And then with the Denver side of things, don't expect Bo Nix to go. Jarrett Stidham does have experience, and Sam Ehlinger does as well. But still, not a huge trade-off there in the second half. I think this line was too inflated at -6. That's why we've seen the sharp money on Thursday afternoon knock it down to 4. And with Atlanta at home with a new coach, I think they're still a live dog. I like the Atlanta Falcons +4 in this one on ESPN 7 Eastern Friday night. Hey, there you go. Look at all 3 of your NFL preseason games free for you this Friday night here on WagerTalk TV. Hope you found it useful. If you did, quick thumbs up, and smash that like button on your mobile device, and click the hype button as well when you do so. You can get an extra chance to hype it up on your mobile devices. And don't forget, comment below. I read the comments. What are your thoughts on these 3 NFL preseason games? Hey, take an advanced look at Saturday. There's 7 games on Saturday. And yes, I do plan on coming back with some free play videos for Saturday. So make sure you click subscribe and you click the bell as well here on WagerTalk TV so you never miss out, whether it's a daily baseball free play video or a college or pro football video. Click subscribe, click the bell. You'll get an instant alert each and every day when my videos are posted here. You can be the first to watch and the first to comment below as well. Speaking of best bets, those are available for my personal clients only on my page each and every day. Sometimes these video plays make the best bet card, but a lot of times these are opinions only, maybe 1 to 2% of bankroll. Best bets are 4% plays, and they're strong. They're the exact same games I'm personally using, same games I've won consistently with for the past 30 years as a full-time professional sports bettor and handicapper. That's right, August of 1996 is when I started. So it's been 30 years. This is my 31st football season beginning. So take advantage. Get my best bets every day. And oh, by the way, get a bonus free play every day on my page, including for this Friday night, by going to WagerTalk.com. And you can get there quicker with the shortcut you see on your screen, wt.buzz/SM. And that bonus free play is truly the last cut, just a bit outside from being a best bet each and every day. So it's a strong opinion make it part of your handicapping routine to go to my page every day to get that bonus free plan. While you're there, check out the strong best bets for Friday night. Baseball, football, and of course basketball right around the corner. And check out the direct subscription offers. You can buy 3 days, get 3 days for free. That's a great entry-level product. Buy 3, get 3 free. We also have the rest of 2026 for a 47% discount. That's also a great package to take a true investment approach. As you see on your screen, you get every college and pro football, basketball, and baseball play for the rest of this year for just $7.99. That's a 47% discount off the normal rate. Or the best deal, which just became live 2 days ago, is the 1-year all-access pass. Instant $811 discount. That gets it down to $3 a day, about $1 a play for the next 365 days and nights of football, basketball, and baseball, college and pro every day. But as you see on your screen, there's an added bonus for the first time ever, and it's Market Call Live. This is how it works. Every Thursday night this football season, you're going to have insider access on a private call with me before the Thursday night game kicks off. We'll analyze it in depth, let you know how to play it, and then more importantly, we will keep going. Deep dive look at all the Saturday and Sunday college and pro football games in advance. And when I mean in advance, I mean you're going to get my NFL public information before I do the video. You can get my 10,000 game simulation for college football. You can ask me about any games you'd like me to query. Also, contest strategy for NFL pick'em contests, survivor pools, anything you might be in. Any other question and answers you'd like. Insider access to me directly. That's for my private clients only. So if you've been thinking about taking a true investment approach, now's an excellent time because, first of all, you're going to get the entire college and pro football seasons, the entire NBA and college basketball seasons, the rest of this year's baseball. And yeah, we're red hot, hitting over 60% this month in August baseball. And that's not a fluke. 2 years ago, we finished on a 38-15 and 52-24 hot streaks in baseball, picking up 97 units through the World Series. So now's a great time to get on baseball alone. You're going to get the rest of this year's baseball into next year's, plus you're going to get the complete college and pro football and college and pro basketball seasons. So it's a great time to get on board, and you're saving $811 instantly, which gets it down to $3 a day, about $1 a play. But for the first time ever, you're also getting that added bonus, which is worth the price itself. Insider access each and every week with me on my market call. Hey, don't delay. It's available right now on my page, Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com. You can sign up by getting there quicker, wt.buzz/SM, as you see on your screen. You can also follow me on social media on X and Instagram. I always post links to the free videos, daily free play, special offers like the market call. And as we get closer, I'll have more information on that market call. So stay in tune on X and Instagram by following me at Steve Merril, 2 R's, 1 L, Merril, at Steve Merril on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV because you know there's more free play videos coming up next.